Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Music Lyrics Explained 15. Okay, and the song today is Strangers in the Night. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. This song, of course, is a famous, very, very famous classic sung by Frank Sinatra. The song is about two strangers meeting by chance and falling in love. This is one of those songs where you often hear, like, especially older people or people, senior citizens, reminiscing about, how years ago we used to have a lot more really songs that were just really romantic and they just focused on romance. And this is kind of one of those songs. Anyway, like usual, I'm going to read the lyrics and I'll go over any vocabulary that needs to be explained more. Okay, so let's go on. Let's start. Of course, the title, Strangers in the Night, that's kind of like the first line. And here we go. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. What were the chances we'd be sharing love before the night was through? All right, let's cover that first. Stranger, of course, stranger is someone who you don't know. You just meet, I don't know. A lot of people might have a fantasy that they just meet somebody somewhere in a park or a bar or somewhere, and that's it. You fall in love. That was the one you were meant to be with. So strangers in the night, probably a little more romantic at night. Exchanging glances. All right, let's look at this. We hear the word exchange used in a lot of ways, but not often this way, So we say exchange. If you exchange a look or a glance, you look at somebody who is looking at you. So that's all it means. So if you exchange looks or you exchanged a glance, it means you made eye contact. And we often see this in movies. This is one way to express, somebody's either flirting or falling in love. They look up and they see each other. And looks going back and forth might be the beginning of either flirting or falling in love. All right, let's go on. So, strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. What were the chances? Well, to wonder, if you wonder about something, you think about it deeply, wanting to know the answer or wanting to know the facts or the truth about something. So you wonder about it, wondering what were the chances. So the chances means the likelihood of something happening. What's the chances I might meet somebody and fall in love today? Okay, well, I don't know, if you had that idea every day, I don't know, maybe you'd be more hopeful, I guess. All right, let's go on. So wandering in the night, what were the chances we'd be sharing love before the night was through? All right, well, I guess they met, they fell in love, and they were sharing love before the night was through. Yeah, the first day they met. All right, well, that must have been some pretty strong attraction. All right, let's go on, though. Here's the next lines. Something in your eyes was so inviting. Something in your smile was so exciting. Something in my heart told me I must have you. All right, that's basically the way it goes. So something in your eyes, looking, maybe he got some body language that she liked him, was so inviting. All right, we say this, inviting. Something that is inviting is attractive and tempting. Tempting you, making you want to experience it. So if her eyes were inviting, they're like pulling, they're like attracting you. So something in your eyes was so inviting, something in your smile was so exciting, something in my heart told me I must have you. So I don't know, I guess this is it, they're falling in love. All right, and then of course it goes on again. Strangers in the night. I think this is the main chorus. Two lonely people, we were strangers in the night. Up to that moment when we said our first hello, little did we know, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. All right, so let's cover all that. Two lonely people, of course, neither one was committed to anyone else. We were strangers in the night. Up to that moment, like right up to that point, up to that moment. when we said our first hello. So finally, maybe their eyes met, and maybe they eventually, they said hello. Little did we know. All right, we do use this phrase in many, many ways. Little did one know, little did one think, little did one realize. This idiom is used to show that someone did not know or realize something is true. Yeah, so it's usually when you're telling a story, and at one point in the story, somebody didn't realize something or know something. Sometimes it's used for bad things too, like in a story you might say, little did he know that was his last day, like maybe he was going to die later or something like that. So, or little did he realize, the danger that lurked or so. But anyway, it could be used in a positive way or any way like this. So, up to that moment when we said our first hello, little did we know, this is a good thing, of course, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. So, looking at each other, and I don't know at what point they started dancing, but warm embracing, of course, so that's usually, we often use embrace more when there's love and there's romance. It is a kind of a hug. It means to hold someone tightly with both arms to express love, especially when somebody holds somebody, tightly, and they hold for a little longer. We usually say that's an embrace. Okay, a warm embracing dance away, and then of course there's an and ever since that night we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever. It turned out so right. For strangers in the night. So this is a happy one. Everything worked out, and it kind of sounds like they lived happily ever after. I'm sure they had some problems, but all in all, it's pretty good. Ever since that night, we've been together. Yeah, so that was it. They met that night. They became a couple that night. And of course, we do use this phrase. I think I covered this in an idiom too. A love at first sight, an example of two people falling in love upon meeting one another. So you fall in love right away. Doesn't happen a lot. Probably happens in the movies more. Not impossible. There could be a few instances of it, but usually it takes more time. So let's repeat that part one more time. Ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever. It turned out so right. So they're lucky it turned out right. Everything worked out the way you hoped or wished. So right. For strangers in the night. And then it goes into kind of like an instrumental part where you don't hear any lyrics, and then it just kind of fades away at the end there, with repeating part of the chorus. Love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away, and ever since that night. And that's pretty much it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. It's a really old classic love song. And okay, well, I hope you got it. I hope it was enjoyable. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.